Shropshire Sarracenias Carnivorous Plant Collection on the 2nd of June 2013, looking at the main collection houses. On the far left is the Ark of Life greenhouse. This greenhouse is the hybrid collection. The two parallel greenhouses are the Sarracenia species collection, and the far one is the Dioneer collection. And over on the far right is the Sales greenhouse. Now we're in the Ark of Life greenhouse. Sarracenia aurophylla, fully up, colouring up and in bloom. Sarracenia rubra alabamensis and jonesii. And back a few mixed hybrids. My first Drosophilum flower of the year. And walking back, some Joyce hybrid and species clones, which are duplicates of the main collection. Now we're at the hybrid house. Quick review, the open day if you like. Copper vase. Linderbuds beginning to grow up. Beetle's bonnet. Kindness Delight, last year's pictures still very colourful. Peaches, some very large pictures this year, and probably about 17 to 18 Adrian slack plants. Red Sumatra, Sarracenia excellens in full bloom, Leah Wilkerson Alucard, new plants from Japan, Bud Wilkerson in the far centre. Some more pictures of Leah Wilkerson, panning across to Brooks hybrid, more Red Morii, Rudolph II, Helen Mary, in the background Asbo, Timothy King, sister plant from Brooks hybrid, Elizabeth Aden, Esme Cowlard, Asuka number 14, Crimson Queen, John David King, the flowers of Diane Whittaker, Uncle Jim's Road number 2, enlarging pictures of Praetorian Guard, and Wilkerson clones 1 and 2. Now we're in the Sarracenia flava and leucophylla greenhouse. More red forms on the cable. Flava red tubes, giant reds, flava burgundy, giant rubra corpora, giant Rugellii, very tall one here, Ornata, solid maroon throat, giving more colour, various variety Ornata clones. To the end of the greenhouse, and now panning across to leucophylla, Hurricane Creek white, red stripe in throat, Helmet's Delight, Tarnock, but only one flower this year, variety Alba, very tall Santa Rosa County plant, Burgundy, giant Pitkin just filling up and opening. And now moving on to the East Coast flavas, Copper Tops, Maximus, giant copper top, Platyflava variety Maxima and Goldie. On the floor, I'm growing Sarracenias Sarracenias in straight water and sphagnum in 15 centimetre deep trays, and they're growing huge. Some of these plants are 20 centimetres across. The trays, to give you an idea of scale, are 1 metre 20 by 1 metre 20. Outside, Sarracenia purpurea. I'm growing some plants in just straight sphagnum and 1 or 2 plants without any pots, just in the water. They seem to like the higher water table. It's clearly evident with the sphagnum growing on the PP6 clone. Sarracenias Sarracenias growing in pots. Next year these will be in the trays out there. Lots of black tube A28. Moving on, they're looking a bit straggly, but also in full bloom. Some of the white flower forms, especially A33 seems to have a very white flower. Moving down the bench, this is a giant Reading University clone, A48, producing very large pitches for spring pitches. Just behind, Purpurea venosa and variety Burkii, veinless forms. The original Bob Hanrahan luteolas. Giant Burkii. Smurf. And panning across, Rubra yellow flower. Rubra golfensis. And at the back I'm spread my variety Ophiocanochiensis plants in one single line, so they get more light. And the foreground typical minors, shaping up very nicely and in full bloom. In the near side corner are the anthocynin free all green minors, and on the back the Reading University clone, which can grow to something like 3.5 feet. Now in the Dioneer house, looking at the collection zone on the table. Some plants are in tall pots for a long-term trial. Apparently they can grow much larger if they're growing in tall pots. These are the display plants here for the Shrewsbury Flower Show and should be ready for August. On the top bench there are cuttings, new plants, all looking very good. And on the main table on the left hand side as you walk in are the main collection plants. In this greenhouse on the floor are the Darlingtonias, Goliath, large forms and some pure red forms. Also seem to like it in deep water. Never had a problem with overheating. Outside the Flava house I've erected a cold frame. It's 7 meters long, and in here I've got new plants, cuttings, plants I've picked up at open days for myself to see if they're worth it to get in the collection. Now we're at the sales greenhouse looking at the fly traps. It's getting to the end. I have an overview of what's ready this year. So Sarracenia flava in number order, makes them easier to find. Sarracenia leucophylla, Trisotipsopas growing up, Trisotipsopa times leucophylla, Evas, Fogels, more Trisotipsopa, some flavas and some morii. Some big specimens for sale this year. Orophyla, Alatas, Minors, Rubras, and some hybrids. The open day is set for June the 15th, Saturday at 12 noon. I hope to see some of you then.